Welcome back to Pure EVil MMA. I'm your host, as always, Evil Eddie, and we got a very special guest with us here today, somebody that I enjoy coming on every time, and somebody that we're going to be celebrating today because she's coming back on Pure EVil MMA with a huge win over TATE this weekend at BKFC 3, and we have a lot to discuss. So joining us once again, we got Misfit Ferea joining us. What's going on, Misfit?
What's up?
Not much. So obviously it's been a really long weekend for you. Other than just what's been going on, we have a lot to discuss between what's next with you. But before we even jump into what's next, let's talk about this week last weekend, because unfortunately, you know, you were supposed to make your debut earlier on and it didn't happen. But everyone says God has a plan. Things happen for a reason. Are you kind of happy that things worked out this way? It literally can't be any better than the way things went down.
Yeah, well, I learned something new from every camp, through the fight game, through every fight. I learned. So I didn't know why last time what was happening. You know, I got my fight canceled 2 hours before I was supposed to go on. Like literally taking a nap. They called me, and I knew when the matchmaker's calling you 2 hours before your fight, the fight's not happening. So it was the most disappointing, empty feeling I've ever felt in my life, and I didn't even know how to handle that. And so I was trying to make sense of it. Couldn't make sense of it, and I had to jump right into another camp. But now I know why everything happened the way it did. I'm with a brand new team, brand new coach that this is the team and coach style that I've always dreamed of. So I'm not putting down any other teams or coaches I've had previously, but this is my home. Everything worked out perfectly.
So bring us to the fight. You're obviously talking about Dewey Cooper. I can definitely tell, between watching your MMA fights and watching him perform inside, BKFC, your footwork has definitely improved a lot.
Oh, yeah. He works every single angle of what I need. From footwork to defense to offense to countering, speed, everything. He hits every single thing. And it's systematic. I love the way he does everything. It's just how the fight goes. It's not just some random shit, here, some random shit there, just do that here. Everything is set up systematically, and that's how I work best. Everything has to be in order, and that's the way things make sense, when things are systematic, for me anyway.
I can tell that a lot about you, because I remember talking to you before you had the fight under this organization, and you were just like, things are just kind of a mess right now. Like, I need things to kind of wind down and kind of get a grip on something that's going to be, something I can rely on almost, so It's nice that you found Dewey. And how did you find Dewey? Before we jump into the meat of things that people want to hear, how did you and Dewey link up first?
Well, I've known Dewey for 10 years or so. He used to be the announcer at my amateur fights. I have a lot of one kick shows. My amateur career that I used to fight for one kick. So that's where I got most of my experience. My amateur fighting experience was through one kick show, and Dewey Cooper used to be the ring announcer. So we've always known each other. It's just, I don't know. I wasn't going to even train in Las Vegas, and then I was like, Tiffany. I was talking to Tiffany about this. I was like, dude, what trainer can I go to? I don't know where to go. I was about to go to Virginia to go start training for this next fight, and she's like, Dewey. And I was like, shit, I don't know why I didn't think about this 7 years ago. You know what I mean? 6 years ago. I didn't even think about it. And I've known was I thinking?
So when you got this fight matched up, I remember my my MMAnews.com tweeted out, Eric Cowell tweeted out that you were going to be fighting Jennifer Tate, but you made a tweet saying this fight is not 100%. What happened there? What was going on in that time?
With Jennifer Tate?
Yeah, before the fight was signed. I mean,
I was just messing with her. I don't know. I was just being an asshole. I don't know. I play a little bit of games, and like with my opponents and stuff like that. So it's just how I am.
Well, you know what? She has such a big name. I mean, everybody knows who Jennifer Tate is. She's beat Tanya Evinger. She's fought, Shayna Baszler. I mean, she's fought some pretty big names here, and she's returning. And you finished her in the first round at 155. How are you feeling in that first round before you got the finish? What was going through your mind? Bring us through that. Paint that picture.
Well, I just going into my first bare knuckle fight, I was, I didn't know what to expect. Like I didn't know how the hits felt. I've been in street fights, before I started fighting and stuff, but it's been a long time. I haven't fought on the streets. I don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
So I hadn't hit anybody in like 10 years, 5 years. I don't know how long I haven't hit anybody bare knuckle. And if I did hit someone bare knuckle, I was probably drunk back in the day. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like a sober thing I did. So I just wanted to kind of feel what it felt like, So when I got in there with her, her movement was a lot different than, her previous fights. And I watched a couple of her fights, and I'm like, I can't even watch this because it's been so long since she's fought.
Yeah.
But I know she's not the same fighter she was 3 years ago, 4 years ago. So I didn't really know what to expect with her. I just knew she'd be better. You know what I mean? And she did come out better. She had straighter punches. She had more movement, more, she had more jittery movement. So in that first round, I was just kind of getting a feel of her,
And it's
just missing her punches, and I seen most of what she was throwing, and then when I finally seen, the opening, that's when I took it.
And obviously it's new for her as well, but are you training without gloves on? Like when you're getting ready for, the bare knuckle fighting, how are you training with or without gloves on? Because it's new, right? It's new to you, like you said.
Yeah. No, I train without gloves on pads and stuff, and Dewey knows exactly like how much to do it. Because me, I would just train the whole time without gloves, but he knows how to preserve my hands. To where they're not going to break down too much, but just also to have them conditioned enough. He has me doing, push-ups on my fists. He has like these strengthening things for my hands that I have to do every day. He has me hitting the bags without gloves, the pads without gloves,
So
stuff like that.
We're watching the clip right now, and you set her up perfectly. You walk her backwards. You utilize the jab, and then you just unleash. How into the moment? Like, did you notice that? Did you smell blood in those moments? Like, I got her.
Oh, yeah. No, she was backing up. She was already stunned from those uppercuts, because that's not just something that just flukely came out. I could show you sparring videos from sparring this camp, and I'm doing the exact same thing to my sparring partners. And they all say, fuck those fucking uppercuts. You know what I'm saying? So that's just something that I've been working on, and I love the clinch, obviously. And we can use the clinch in this, so I might as well utilize that for my Muay Thai. So it's natural. When I get in close, I'm grabbing your neck,
And you got her a couple times like that, too.
Yeah. I can get it whenever I want it, pretty much. I'm pretty much anybody.
Once you hit her with that first uppercut, then she started taking a couple steps back. Like, how many times did you rewatch this fight, first off?
A lot. I have it in slow motion because the announcers, what really enticed me to get it in slow motion was the Tarver commentator was like, at the end of the fight, he's saying, or in the beginning of the fight, he said, Christine's game plan, because I told him my game plan the day before, and they said, this is a weak game plan. How is this going to work? Body shots don't usually work unless you're having like a 10-round fight. You know what I mean? And then, so, and then at the end of the fight, you're like, well, Tate's winning that, so proceed. Took her out, and I saw, I was like, okay, let me see what else. And I noticed, I counted all counters, all the punches. I was through like, he threw 60-something punches. I rolled 50 of them. She landed only 11. I landed 30. I threw about 40-something. You know what I mean? So I was just like, how the hell are you going to say, just because she's moving forward, I was countering and slipping. You know what I mean? I'm not going to just go, like, meet. She was very aggressive coming forward. Like, I'm going to set something up. I'm not going to just be stupid and throw stupid punches. Like, I'm not going to throw a wild punch and land on the top of the head and break my head. You know, it's just about precision. It's about precision and being smart in bare knuckle. It's not, you can't just throw, you know?
And I was talking with you about this as well. Like, that's a whole nother thing. Like, you know, when you're hitting bare bone, I mean, what did it feel like going in there? Now that you kind of got a taste for it, are you more comfortable now with it? Like, how do you feel?
I didn't even feel it. I didn't even feel my hands. My hands are so conditioned. After the fight, during the fight, I didn't feel it, of course, but after the fight, I mean, they're pretty much almost healed. They feel like a little gentle, but today I was hitting light with them, you know?
So, let's jump into the meat of things here, Misfit. This is such a huge win. This is literally everything I wanted to happen for you. Like, it's so perfect. It's so perfect. And now the next step. What is the next step? I mean, what's the next step here?
Is to get my belt. Someone has my belt right now. The real champ is right here. The queen of bare knuckle boxing. That's me. I will fight continuously as much as they want. I'm not going to pick my damn opponents. They tell me I'm going to fight someone. I'm going to fight someone. I want to be the best at what I do. You know what I mean? And right now it's at bare knuckle boxing. And I just feel like I'm a strong champion. And Bec Rawlings has my belt, and I'm here to take it, and I'm going to take it in a very violent fashion.
Now, I want to say this. I love Bec Rawlings. I've always been a big fan of her. Her coming over to bare knuckle boxing, man, we want to see exciting matchups. She's coming over from the UFC. We want to see, you know, where she stands inside, because this is way different than MMA. You know that. Where does she stand inside bare knuckle boxing? We need to see a good fight. This is the only fight. What you were able to do in there, if I'm BKFC, there's no question about it. Like, there's nothing to think about. The fight is Misfit. It's Bec Rawlings versus Misfit. Now, you tried reaching out to her. What are you hearing back? Are you hearing anything from her fans? What's the response?
She told me to wait in line. I'm like, what line? I am the line.
There's not many girls there. I mean, I can't think of...
She ducked me last fight. And she's going to try and duck me again, but the fans aren't going to let her. And bare knuckle boxing, bare knuckle is not going to let her. They're not playing that, dude.
This isn't the
They're
UFC.
not the UFC. They're not the UFC. You're pretty, you're all this, you're a great representation to get some fake-ass fans, but you know what? Bare knuckle fans are the real deal, and they want real fights. Yeah. And bare knuckle knows that. And they're not gonna feed into this bullshit Connor shit. You know what I mean? And I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm getting this fight, and she's not gonna be able to run or hide, and the fans aren't gonna let her. And they can't afford to let her run. They're gonna look dumb as hell.
Like, literally, I can't think of everybody is talking about your knockout. You stole the show. There were a bunch of huge names on this card. I mean, you saw him. Kendall Grove was there, which we're going to talk about Kendall in a second, but, you know, you stole the show. There should be no question. Have you spoken to the people over at BKFC?
I spoke to Dave Feldman yesterday, and he said I'm in their plans for the future, so... He told me to call him next week, and he'll have more answers for me, what's going on. So I followed up yesterday with him, and he's very happy with me, and we're off to a good foot. He said, you came here, you did what you said you were going to do, I'm happy with you. You're in our future.
Even if Even before the fight, like I was looking at like all the photos. I'm pulling some of the photos up for people to see right now. Like your mindset, you are just scouting out your opponent. Like everything is perfect right now. There should be no other option for Bec. Do you think Bec is dodging you? Is that how you truly feel?
I do. What line? She told me to wait in line, and I would have fought her last fight. Why did she fight me last fight? You know what I mean? I don't understand it. Like, she had the option to fight me. They said, who do you want to fight? Right when I got on, I said, I want to fight Ben Rollins. Who else? Why else would I want to fight? I'm not going to fight a contender. The hell?
Now,
I want a title shot.
What reasons do you think she has not to fight you? I mean,
she's supposedly she just wants to fight, boxers or something.
Yeah.
But what the fuck? I'm a bare knuckle boxer, and it shows. I just proved myself. You know what I mean? And I'm pre-game. I don't make friends with my opponents. I have respect for every fighter on this planet, but I'm not friendly. This isn't a friendly thing. I'm there to take what's yours. You know what I mean?
What advantages do you think you have over Bec?
She's a counter fighter. She's completely defense. I can do both. I can do it all. I can play counter. I can play aggressive. I could be good defensively. I could be good offensively. She's scared to get hit. She don't want to get hit. Once she gets hit in that pretty face, she's not going to be happy. She's going to cover.
Now, I was talking to Mercy about this. Mercy came on, obviously, a couple of days ago here, and we kind of like pinned it up to there's even deeper storyline here. I mean, for you to get fired up, I mean, you're kind of in the links with, the Cyborg crew. A lot of Cyborg's fans are also fans of Misfit, right?
Right. Yes.
So the big thing that happened last year is, Cyborg and Angela Magana, who we all know is really close friends with Bec. There's a storyline there, and if BKFC doesn't nail this perfectly, like, I can see the whole promo, like, I can see the embedded. There's so much that they can do. This is content. This is what people want. I mean, there's literally no reason. Do you think we see this fight happen before the end of the year, Misfit?
I don't know. I'm down.
Do you think
I'm down for whatever.
Do you think it's your next fight?
Huh?
Do you think this is definitely going to be your next fight? I mean, is that where your mind is at? There should be no other option.
My mind is 100%. I've been calling around not every day, but every other day since I won. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just letting her know I'm here. Yeah, I'm training every day as hard as I fucking can. Every day I wake up, I'm thinking of that title. Every day I wake up, and when I'm on pads, it's Bec's face. You know what I'm saying? That I am focused, and I'm in this 200%. The thing is she better be 100% ready when I come, and when she toes the line with me, and I'm in 100%. All they got to do is send the contract, and it's signed. It's signed in my mind already. I already have the belt in my head.
And you didn't even waste any time. I mean, obviously, after the fight, you probably went out and, binged on a bunch of food and relaxed for a couple hours, but you're back in the gym, right? I looked at your Instagram today.
I was back in there Monday. But you know what? After the fight, I went out and I had drinks with my girl and with some people that were there, and drank with some of the staff at Bare Knuckle. Yeah, I had fun one night. Of course I'm going to have fun one night. But I'm right back. One day I'm back. I was in that sauna. I was in the gym, sweating all that bullshit out of me, that poison, and I'm back. And today was my first day, full-fledged. Like, I've been in the gym every day. My coach didn't let me work out Monday. He let me kind of work Tuesday. Then we worked Wednesday, Thursday, and now Friday I finally hit. Like, I'm hitting harder, and I'm coming back, I feel good because, I got hit a couple times, and I had to let my hands recover. Got to be smart. I'm not being dumb about it. I'm being very, I'm putting all the nutrition back in my body that I need to recover as quickly as I can. And I'm not going super hard. Like, I'm in fight camp, but I'm training. Like, I'm running. I'm already doing my running. I'm ready. I'm ready by December. Hell yeah.
What do you think?
I've got no time to waste.
What do you think the biggest difference is getting ready for, you know, a bare knuckle fight over an MMA fight? Other than, you know, you have a background in Muay Thai. I mean, you are somebody that started with stand up. Is it kind of a relief to not have to worry about takedowns and stuff like that?
Absolutely. I don't enjoy MMA that much, you know, because I like training stand up. I enjoy fighting all around, but I enjoy pure stand up. Like, that's my passion, my love. You know, and boxing, since I've been boxing, and I've been training boxing for like a year, just boxing, pure boxing for a year now, I love it. I love it. I've learned so much that I didn't learn in you know, like my other disciplines, you know, just the angles, the footwork, and you guys have seen it. If you look at my previous fights and you look now, like I'm countering better. Dewey's got me on point. And just boxing in general. And, it's the punches are so much faster. People are so much cleaner with their strikes. The preparation difference is way less stressful for me than with MMA. Like, you can tell my MMA fights, I don't enjoy them that much. That's why I feel like I don't do as well, you know. But I love this. Like, I was an undefeated Muay Thai fighter because I love it. You know, I love stand up.
You actually fought for a lion fight at one point, one of my favorite organizations. Shout out to Scott Kent, Scott Zurich.
Yeah, I did. After one kick shows, I won a title with one kick, the tri-state amateur title, and then Scott Kent was there, and he saw me. He's like, "Yeah, do you want to fight for lion fight?" So I had about half of my career, amateur career, with lion fight, and then they turned me pro, and yeah, it was great. I had great competition, you know.
Let's talk about some of the fruit that you got to enjoy, the fruit of the labor. Finally, you put in all this hard work after the fight. I mean, I see all these pictures of people coming up to you. Your Instagram's up to 13K. What are the responses that you're seeing here? How good does it feel?
Oh, it feels great, dude. You know, I sat on 2 losses in Invicta, so I've been sitting around, you know, not too happy. You can't. I'm a fighter, you know. I don't like the fact that I've been sitting on 2 losses, and then came out with the injury, and then, you know, having this turnaround, I'm just alive again. My fire's lit, and I'm a little bit more satisfied with my day to day, you know, and just the people, and I'm back in the winning column, you know, and it got the momentum going the right way. In the fashion that I know that I'm capable of.
It seems like you finally found where you belong, like your niche. Like, you broke down those barriers, and like, I kind of want to like cry for you, because it's like, it's so perfect. Like, you finally found where you actually belong. And honestly, a new organization like this on their 3rd event, and to have you go in there and get the highlight of the night, I mean, I'm so proud of you. I really am.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm extremely happy, and I'm proud of my team and my coaches for just the way they are as people and as teammates. It's a true team. It's a true bond, and that's what we need. Like, I did a lot of this stuff on my own, and to be able to find this team is amazing. Kylie, Rocky, Tamara, Jamie, all these, Dewey, Big D, they're just, it's a family, man. It's a true family of just warriors. And we all encourage each other and push each other past each other's limits. Beat the shit out of each other and make each other better. I love it.
So listen, we got some fan questions here. This one is from Pure EVil MMA's own Misty. She asked, "I'm curious to know what surprised you most about transitioning into BKFC." We kind of talked about that. What parts of her past training have been the biggest help and the biggest hindrance? It seems so brutal and fight clubby. Most people don't realize how technical it truly is. And what, if anything, does she have to say to the naysayers? So I know that's kind of a 3-part question. Let's just answer this. What do you have to say to the naysayers out there that are denying you, you know, Bec's fans and stuff like that? What do you have to say to them? Let's answer that one.
Oh, man, that's going to speak for itself, but just keep underestimating me and keep dogging me out. You're going to eventually be rooting for me one day, because you won't be able to deny the talent and the dedication that I put in. You know, that's basically it. It's going to show for itself.
So obviously it's October. It's about to be Halloween. I want to end this podcast on a Halloween kind of a note. So my question to you is, do you believe in the afterlife? Do you believe in ghosts, aliens, or anything like that?
No, I just believe we get this one life. You better make the most of it. And all the ghosts, no, I don't believe in all that.
You got like
I'm very realistic.
You got Halloween movies that you like? Well, here, answer this one, Misfit. If you could be one villain, Freddy Krueger, Jason, Michael Myers, who would you be?
Oh, who would I be? Shit. Huh. Let's see. Dude, that Freddy was pretty scary to me, so he's pretty badass, He's crazy, he's slicing people up, so that's pretty cool. I'll be Freddy.
You know what? That's literally my villain out of anybody. That was like one guy that I would have so many nightmares about growing up. I mean, I still do. I still do. So this is the last thing I want to say to you here. The guy who made your picture there did such an amazing job. Let's give him a shout out. Who's the guy that made your logo so people can go check him out?
Oh, you mean the one that my profile picture?
Your profile picture. Yeah, and you also have new merch dropping as well, we got to tell everybody. Or new logo.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Stacy, I don't know how to say his last name. Forsyth. It's Forsyth, and Stacy is Stacy. Oh my God, he's amazing.
It really is. It really is.
He's amazing. Yeah, he is amazing. I like him.
So
I like his work. I'm gonna be working with him.
You know what we like to do at this point in the interview. I give the microphone over to you. The floor is all yours. You have a new logo dropping, which is really exciting. Are people going to be able to get merch? I mean, people are going to hop on the Misfit train now, obviously. Where can they get your merch?
Bad Chicks. Oh, hold on. Sorry. Wait a second. Oh, there we go. My music came on. Bad Chicks. It's a BADCHIXX. Go to www.badchicks.com. That's where my new merch it will be, and that's going to be probably in about another few weeks. We have to send in the new logos and stuff like that. It's going to be a brand new, the profile picture and then my new logo that I have going on. Yeah, that's where I find that. That's where you guys find that.
And on the Instagram, guys, you can follow them at Bad Chicks MMA. That's BADCHICKS MMA. Your old stuff is fire as well. I mean that helps fighters out so much, guys. You have no idea.
Yeah. That's the guy who did my stuff before was it's BAD. Sorry, I spelled it wrong, guys.
It's all good. I looked it up.
Yeah, you got it. You got my back, dude. Thank you. I'm bad.
So listen, the floor is all yours. If there's anything else that you want to say, any shout outs, thank yous to anybody at all, the floor is all yours now, Misfit.
Okay, I just want to thank all the people that support me, it means a lot, and I got some real good diehards, Mercy, I have Bad Chicks, Sin City Vapor, Las Vegas, Nevada, Crown Thorn Tattoos, all my whole team means the freaking world to me. All you guys over at Black Cobra, Striking Systems, all my people that help me, that get me through. Scott Federo's my boy. He talks to me every day, keeps my head right. My wife, of course, all my family and friends, and you thank you for having me on, man. I appreciate it.
Of course.
I thank you for everything. I appreciate you having me on.
Of course. Misfit, are you going to get a face tat? A Misfit face tat?
Oh, No. I almost did that when I was drinking one night.
Really?
Oh, my God. I'm so lucky. I called my wife. I was like, babe, I'm going to get this. She's like, you get that. And
That's great.
pack your shit and go. I was like, oh, okay, I better not do that.
Oh, before we let you go, you got to speak with Kendall Grove, speak with Stitch Duran. How have they been? Was it cool connecting with them after the show?
Yeah, Kendall's so cool, man. Hawaiians are awesome. And Kendall's so humble and happy all the time. I saw him at the airport. He's such a cool dude, man. And I love his style and his energy. And Stitch is always a badass. He's always very supportive and sweet and always, encouraging. back there when we're getting ready, and yeah, this is awesome, man.
What about Bobby? Did Bobby say anything to you about your fight? Any advice?
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Bobby Gunn.
Yeah, hell
man,
yeah.
I love that guy. He's a legend in the game, and he gives me so many tips, and he's gave me a lot of tips, since I've started, and he always believes in me and believes I'm going to be the next world champion. He's an awesome dude. You know what I mean? I don't know if he's going to be fighting again, but I'd love to fight on the same card as him. It'd be an honor.
Oh man, yeah. I'm getting so excited. I just want a time machine. I want to fast forward to that day. Bobby Gunn on the card. Bec versus Misfit. Guys, let's jump on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Use hashtag Bec versus Misfit. Let's get this going. Misfit, thank you so much for calling in. Congratulations. We're so proud of you, and I can't wait to see what unravels here.
Oh, and I also thank you, and I also got to say thank you to Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship for giving me this opportunity to be able to shine. Dave Feldman came up with a brilliant idea, and he's pushing it, and he's fighting hard, to get this promotion out, and I'm going to do all that I can to help him grow with him with this promotion. Thank you, Dave, and the staff. They're wonderful.
Misfit, you've made history already early on in the promotions, debut. So here we go. We were looking forward to it. Thank you so much. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, bye.
Behave yourself.
I will.
There you guys go. Misfit calling in. Big star. Big star. That's, I believe, the third interview we've done here with Misfit. And honestly, guys, there is no other fight. Let me just say my piece here, because I really, I can't even tell you. Bec saying get in line. And I love Bec. I'm a huge fan of Bec. I always pick Bec. I was upset to see her leave. I was very, very excited that she was going to go over to Bare Knuckle. And for her to be over at BKFC, what we want to see are exciting fights. We don't want to see you take a step down. We want to see, all right, this girl Misfit got a knockout over Jennifer Tate. Who else? You say get in line, but who else? I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Should I play the song? It's a no-brainer. Come on. What do you guys think about this? But let us know on Twitter at evil_echo. That's EVIL_ECCO. Also on Instagram at Pure Evil MMA _ on Facebook as well at Pure Evil MMAS. What do you guys think? And also, before I leave you guys, it's almost Halloween. I'm going to be heading to New York in just a little while here. I'm going to be going to a Halloween wedding. So that's why you got all this going on. I do actually want to get a neck tattoo really bad. Do want to get face tattoos with it. Not these ones, obviously. I mean, no. This is just, these are actually Joker tats. I got it from Hot Topic. So I'm going all out this weekend. Going all out. I cannot wait. Tomorrow night is the wedding. I am so blessed to have Misfit on the show after her fight. It couldn't have gone any better. So proud of her. Shout out to Mercy as well for hooking us up. I mean, it's literally a no-brainer. If you are BKFC, there is no other fight to book. Get in line. What do you mean get in line? Don't understand that. Bec, come on. Let's get this fight going. Let's get it done by December. Let's end the year off with a big bang. BKFC has been such a huge hit in 2018. Let's end it the right way, what the fans actually want. What's the #1 fight people want to see in the promotion for females? Bec versus Misfit. Jump on Twitter, hashtag Bec versus Misfit. Let's get it. I'm Evil Eddie from Pure Evil MMA, guys. Waiting on to the end.